Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Hi, hello, welcome, Called of Us, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Fluid.
Human.
Fluid.
Sir slimy reptilian.
Hey, here we go, back in the studio again. Adam Nutter blowing smoke into his camera, looking like just excited to lose. Yep, go ahead, I see you already checking it. Guys, Called of Us. I am Neil Wood over at my thing. That's right. I'm saying my whole website now. I'm Neil Wood. Now, Neil Wood comedy over here, right? Boom. And we got Brian Isley in the studio.
Yeah, you got
How
me.
you guys
yeah.
doing? Adam Nutter, you feel good, bud?
No, not right now. If
No,
Team USA turns it around, I'll feel great.
I mean, we were talking before, and Brian and I were talking about like a little bit, like you mentioned while we were starting the show, just like I can't do it, and I can't. Your mood is based on how good you're doing when betting, and we have to address this. It's like it's insane how much,
sometimes.
dude. No,
Yeah.
no, like every
Well,
time.
no, there was a break between football ending and March Madness starting that I didn't bet anything. A few UFC fights here and there, but that was
Just to keep me along.
A few fights here and there. That's still gambling.
Yeah.
Nah, is it though? I consider it like exhibition for like the practicing for the NFL season, which is like my pro debut.
my
It's like my
God.
pro debut. It's just like I'm like a vet. I'm like a vet in that, you know. So it's like,
Christ,
you know.
it's worse than I thought.
Oh, Brian, it's bad.
And then
It
I
is not
consider
good.
March Madness my warm up, but so March Madness is like my spring ball for college football. It's like the spring games. It's like it doesn't
Wait,
count. You just
what?
play each other. It's like I'm just warming up for football again. I'm just getting my feelers out there. I'm seeing how I
So
do.
you
I'm seeing
have
how
a
my luck
spring
is.
training portion of your gambling?
I do. Yes, March Madness. And then there's nothing really between March Madness and like August. There's a baseball, but like. Yeah, I bet on some Yankee games, sure. But like outside of that, that's also just a practice.
I
And
think
then
he needs an
football every
intervention.
single-
You think? You think he
I
needs
think
an
he
intervention?
Intervention. Yeah.
I think
This
you
is
need
the
if you're
intervention right
losing.
now.
I think if you're winning, you
If
don't
you're
need an
winning,
intervention.
right.
Who needs an
Right.
intervention for winning money? Are we all
Mm.
losers here, or are we winners at this fucking cult?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you have
true.
a point. It's
Thank
not
you.
like it's not
Sure.
like crack.
Now,
No.
2 seasons ago, was I down 4,000? Sure. Sure. But I'm back.
You back up.
I'm back.
Okay.
back, baby. We're
Scares
good.
me. There's so many trigger warnings about the language you're using. Is it so triggering? in
Trigger
terms
warning
of,
are
like,
for pussies, kids.
I know. No, I just mean it like you're using the language of an addict. Just like, no, but I just got to get back up. You know what I mean? If you just give me a
Yeah,
little bit, I just need
that's-
$1,000. Give me $1,000. I just got to get back up, and then I'll be good. And you're like,
That's
right.
definitely crackish.
Yeah. That's pretty good, bud.
It's-
Hey, keep looking over at that TV.
I
We'll just
just-
sit in it and just
I
see if you
did.
could just see if you could hold out, dude. You can't. I know.
It just came back from commercial break.
How's your comedy writing? How's the writing going with the?
It's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh God, we are fucked.
I know about this spread though. I don't give a shit about.
Yeah,
it.
I know this money line ain't looking great. I know that.
Oh man, this is good. This is great. This is we're okay. Drop 10's fucked. Cool. But Brian, how you feeling? How you doing?
I'm just parlaying drop 10 funds into my
Yeah,
channel.
really. Yeah. Any addictions on you? Anything you're like addicted to, or like really can't stay away from?
I'm addicted to food.
Yeah,
I'm a
Man, that's-
foodie, man. But other than that, I don't really have any vices like that. I'm addicted to getting on stage.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
I love that feeling, man. That feeling of making people laugh. That's the high for me.
You
Yeah.
could. Oh man, Adam, imagine if you had that.
Nah,
You'd be like you'd be almost funny.
almost. I almost be good at this.
If I had it. Yeah. Oh man, I'd be so much funnier. Yeah, I feel you. I wish I rode that wave enough. I mean, I think I have a little bit of what the podcast before, like Dave Premier Hour, a lot of comics talk about it. It's like when I'm down for comedy, it's down. Like I'm like, I could have done better. I could have
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
kind of
of
thing.
course.
That always part sucks. And then the highs, I always have like I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get better at letting the highs like feel
Trying to
good.
keep it balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
get
letting
it.
the highs feel good and feeling that moment of like, yeah, hey, we did something there. That was great. We had a good show. We've had a couple of those. Sometimes, people will like stop me after like, hey, Neil, stop talking about all the negative shit.
Yeah, me. after every show. It's
Yeah.
me. You're talking about me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, when you have to completely set everything up and do absolutely
That's
everything,
not true.
it becomes
I helped take everything down.
Sure. Anyway,
Oh,
but
shit.
yeah. No, we bicker like old couple.
I make Jamie take everything down.
Yeah, exactly. You one of our friends you make, you put to work, exactly. But yeah, sometimes I'm getting better at it. But when it's just like, what were you doing? What that's the joke you went with? What are you, an idiot? Just like, I just get on myself a little too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there any beating yourself like at all? You just like, I did what I did and then just like forget it and then try to get better.
In the beginning, I was my own worst enemy in that regard. Like just nothing was good enough. And then I just let other people say, hey, man, that was good, man. Stop tripping.
Yeah.
Stop being I got friends that'd be like, man, you doing too much. You stop being a bitch.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's so true though. But I feel like that's everybody's journey into comedy is like just sulking the first like 7 years.
Yeah, definitely. Just finding your way, just finding your
Exactly.
voice, and with that, it comes a lot of self-doubt, a lot of second guessing. You know what I'm saying? But once you find your way, man, it's all love. So I'm enjoying it, man.
No, I think Neil hit it. Is like you just get better at it as you go. Because I think we're all at a point now where like no one's really fucking just bombing like all the time. Like we're all at that point in comedy where like we're all good enough where it's like you're not. I mean, we all have great shows, but like no one's like. I mean, I didn't have a great show at Ashland that fucking few shows ago, and I felt like shit because it's like not too. You're like, oh man. That felt like awful, and you just want to like immediately get back on stage and like fix it and be like, no, I can still do this. Like I think everything's like just a fucking progression. Like I'm sure like guys like fucking Chappelle and Rogan have their own weird progressions that we have no idea what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's everybody's just at their own path and their own journey.
Right.
Yeah, bomb during a show is not happening, but I'll take they were talking about this before, but like, I'll take a nice good bomb at an open mic anytime. It's always good. Always good. Shake it out.
Open mics are just not meant to be successful or production. Jesus Christ.
It's all right. Your mind's on betting. It's fine. I know you can't put ideas together. That's what I mean. You can't put any ideas together.
I said production, and then my brain was like, that wasn't it. It say produceful, which isn't I think a word.
Perfect.
So
wonderful.
It's fine. I don't got to think about words. It's not like I just do that for a living.
Right.
Use words.
Who needs words?
Who needs words? Bitch shit.
I look at the crowd, I look at them deeply, and I go, laugh. I just go, yell at them, laugh, you stupid. And then they're like, oh, too far. You said stupid. I don't know. Comedy's fun. I like doing it. Who cares? It's one of the things I can't not do it. So it's whatever. I just don't have a joy. Like it's weird to say that, but I also just can't. If I sucked really bad, I would hate having that feeling as well. But since I don't suck all that bad, I'm pretty okay. So it's kind of all right, cool. We just got to really tighten it up. I hate the people that are so delusional, that it's just like, dude, you're not even good yet, and you're kind of thinking you're hot shit.
Alan Massenberg had a really funny Facebook post about that exactly.
Oh yeah. They just had one seriously, Dad.
He's like, I can't believe it's like grown adults are pursuing comedy with children at home and they're not even funny. It's the funniest thing ever.
I saw that.
So true. So true. Like, how many people do we see? And like, wow, you're choosing to not be home with your child for this? Like, it's wild.
For this, like, we're watching your set.
Yeah. If you're gonna be a parent, then just follow Jay Yoder or Brian Isley. Like, just follow what they did. Because they write like a lot. They consistently try to get better each time on stage, like Jay, and constantly getting better each one and taking notice of that and making it and this is to the point where like Jay, Brian's performed the Apollo is probably his second album, taping and stuff coming up. Jay's like on a teacher tour, you know what I mean? Like out of there doing theaters, it's pretty nuts, but you got to do that. If you have kids, that's on the line.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that shit.
If Brian was one of the most requested people to pop in, dude.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, Brian's hilarious. We get him back. I'm like, I can't get him back next month. He was just here, but I will. We will. Don't worry.
Probably should have.
Chill.
I mean, the pop-in unfortunately is no longer around, which we probably tried to get him on the last show.
Oh, for sure.
Damn,
we didn't know it was the last one.
We didn't know it was the last one, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that. Man, that was dope.
That was a fun
I
show.
appreciate
Yeah.
y'all having me, man. That was fun.
Good times.
I didn't know I was the most requested, man. Damn.
Yeah, you
y'all
were like
withholding
easily
information.
one of the top 3 most requested comics that people's seen and wanted back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
And we run it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know how much that hurts?
yeah. People
Yeah,
say
you know how much
us.
that hurts for us right now? It's like if you guys could fade into the background, that would be amazing.
If you guys
could
could
just
not
get
show
these
up and
comics.
just have other 3 comics do this,
Guys,
it'd
have
be
you
great.
ever thought about just giving your show over to these comics? I'd be like, you know what, guys? Namaste. Well, we tried our best.
You guys thought about quitting?
Yeah.
That was an old Patrice thing he used to do because
Sure.
Patrice hated English comedy,
Yes.
as he should because it's
Yeah.
terrible. So he had this bit where he would apparently in England it's like obviously it's a lot different like their whole comedy setup than here. So like they would have just essentially like phone books of like comics in the green room where like you could just call comics and book them.
Yeah.
So it's like it's weird. Like exactly. I know your face was the same exact face I made when I first heard that, but now it's just a good thing I know. But so Patrice would just. When he was over there touring, he would just go into the green room and pick up the phone and just call random comics and be like, how much would it take you to just stop?
Wow.
He was running so many psyops.
It's so funny.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Patrice was the man.
He is a man, dude. He is a fucking man. Rip to Patrice. Rest in peace. All-time goat.
For real. He's in my top 10.
Oh, he's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite. Easily my favorite. I met him twice. Once as like an open micer and once as like a right before I started open mic comedy. And he was mean to me both times as he should have been.
Perfect.
And I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah. How else could that have went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't expect anything else from him but that.
No, I was 19 years old as an open micer, like in New York, and like when you like your first like kind of book show, it was almost like an open mic showcase essentially,
Right.
And it was at a comic strip. And Patrice had like a real show after our bullshit thing at 5 p.m. He had like a real show at like 8 or whatever the fuck. So the guy who hosted our thing was like a local New York comic. I can't remember his fucking name now. I can't remember who it was.
Sorry.
But like he doesn't matter. But like he knew like all the guys.
Yeah.
And Patrice walks in and he's like, oh hey Patrice. He's like, yo, what's up? And he's like, oh, these are all just like the open mic showcase guys. And he goes, I don't give a fuck.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, that's exactly the feeling you should have, by the way. You shouldn't care. Any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking funny.
That's perfect.
I want to be that funny to be able to be mean and it still be funny.
Yeah, we're like, you're right, Patrice.
yeah. God damn it. Get in the back. What do you need? You need anything? Just-
Yeah, word. I would have been on it just like that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, why would
Yeah.
you?
That was like my first real introduction to like comedy.
Right.
You know, like Patrice being like, I don't care you exist.
Yeah.
And again, he should have not cared I exist. Do you guys have do you guys have like a memorable moment like that? Like a first introduction, be like, oh, this is comedy. Like this is what it is.
Oh yeah, bombing at Warm Daddies.
Nice, let me hear it.
Let's talk about Warm
Yeah,
Daddies.
I thought I was hot shit, bro. I just won South Jersey funniest comedian and shit. I was in the Courier Post and all that. I was getting all these gigs, and I got the balls the message to Ray. It was like, look, man, I just won this. Let me.
I won this prestigious South
He
Jersey
definitely
Comedian
brought
Award.
him. Did he bring you up with
He
that
did.
credit?
He
Oh,
did. I'm the South Jersey's funniest man. You gotta put me on now. He was like, oh, you won your little contest. Now you think you're hot shit. Come on down to Whip Daddies. I'll put you up. Got up there, man. It was the most humbling experience of my comedy career, bro. Like I bombed so hard. I Warm Daddies was on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So I bombed so hard, I was like, fuck this. I'm going back over the bridge to the tap room
Yeah.
and figure this shit out. I got to do another set. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah,
He
you
was
just
like,
shake it off.
oh yeah, I did. I did. And Ray was like, he finally gets the mic. He goes up and says, some comedians are good. And then you have this guy.
Oh yeah,
No, that's something that I learned like
that's great.
later in my career, like especially like a newer, like probably don't do to like a vet or someone like equal to your time, like a newer comic. If they eat shit in front of you and the whole audience is just like stunned by their bombing, not to address it is a sin. Like you should address. Like
You
I know
got
it's like
to.
I know it's like throwing him under the or her under the bus a little bit, but who gives a fuck? They should have done better, first of all. And like
Yeah.
secondly, like what is it, I'm gonna have you affect my set? Get the fuck out of here! Like that's
Yeah,
it's
you
our
have
job.
to.
You have to. But when I was younger, I thought it was like, ooh, it was like mad disrespectful. Like never
Taboo or something. Yeah.
just like walk up and be like, so clouds, right, or whatever. Like just go right into your
Right.
material.
No, don't go into
Yeah,
you. You
of
gotta
course,
you
yeah.
gotta address the bullshit that you gotta follow,
Yeah.
and then you go from there.
Yeah.
You gotta bring the crowd back.
Yeah.
I would say like 5. You know who really made me turn that? Fucking Foster. Like 5 years
Oh,
ago,
right.
4 or 5 years ago. I remember this. Like we
Ryan
were doing
Foster,
a
Philly comedian.
Right, yeah, sorry, Ryan Foster, Philly comic. We were doing a show together, and the comic before him, who I've never seen or heard from again,
Right.
had like a tripod. Like he brought a whole setup, like a whole rig, right? Bombed, like
Yeah.
bombed, right? And then Foster gets up there and goes like, "Man, it's awkward to bring a tripod and bomb that hard, huh?" And like just started roasting him. I was like, "Oh, you're right. I gotta start." And then, so that was 4 or 5 years ago, and ever since then, I started doing that. If it ever happened to me, I was like,
Yeah.
"That's 100% the mode." Yeah,
Yeah,
Got
it's not even personal. So I feel
Yeah,
like the
right,
new
right.
comics, yeah, like if it's a new comic, like, dude, it's not like I mean, sure, the host could be vicious. I mean, that's a line that hopefully the host doesn't like, but again, and the farther you go back, especially like Patrice days, like
Oh, yeah.
the stories, Boston in like the late 80s, you know what I mean? Like Boston and stuff like that, they would be vicious. But just letting the air out of the room, it's like a chemical reaction. Like you have to let the crowd, and there's ways to do it. Like I think
Yeah.
mine is just like sometimes I was doing like a comedy on the Crick show, and it wasn't even like the comic was, you would recognize the comic, and it's not like he did bad. It was Matt Bird. It wasn't a bad. He just unfortunately went too early, and it wasn't the right demographic. Like it was like older folks, and he's got kind of filthy stuff. And he was like the first comic up,
yeah, it's always the worst.
and he didn't
Yeah,
change
right,
a
anything,
word of
right.
his set. And I didn't have any problem with it. I knew what I was like. Well, I didn't do the lineup. This isn't. I was given a lineup. Hey, it's no big deal. Whatever. I'm like, we'll see how this goes. He's like the second comic up or whatever. I go up, do bullshit. First comic, like, and then he goes up and just. But they didn't. Yeah, I just went up and I said, "Well, you guys didn't like him. Like, I mean, nothing even. Like, you guys did not like him. Okay, that's fine. Got a little, got to chuckle the air. Let's out of the room. Whatever." And we move on. It's not even anything against him. It is still an art form. They can not like you. You can just,
Right.
it's fine.
It's subjective.
Yeah, there's
It's
nothing
all
personal.
good.
Yeah, there's
It's
nothing
all
personal.
good. None of this stuff is personal.
You know what I've been seeing of lately too, which is from like non-comics. I guess more and more people are watching comedy, or more people are becoming like more comedy nerds.
Okay.
And people have been like, shitting on like Chris Rock's special, besides like Will Smith part, but like they're like that was bad. Like Burt Kreischer's thing, people are shitting on. Like all these like comics that normally wouldn't get shit are getting shit on. I'm like, is people just getting better at like a more comedy astute, or like, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? 'Cause I've been noticing that with a lot of bigger name comics. Like a lot more people are like, this isn't good. As opposed to like even 5-10 years ago, be like, oh my god, so and so had put out a special, is the best thing ever. Like maybe we would be like, that's not good, but like normal people are like, no, that's like not good.
Sure, I get you.
What it
Yeah,
is.
maybe we're going through like a renaissance because it is the ability for TikTok and Reels on Instagram and stuff like that. You can have a comic and a lot more exposure to people who are just the algorithms that they're just playing with them. So they'll just get a clip of a comic they might have never seen. They might get a Brian Isley clip. You have no idea. Just
Right.
and because of comedy, it's a 10-second clip. Like you can't even do that with movie intros.
Right.
Like you might get stuff served up, but 10 seconds to almost like have an embodiment of what his sets, or a little bit of like what he's like. And it's 10 seconds. So a lot of people are exposed to it. And then you know what happens is everyone thinks they're a fucking Yelp reviewer.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everyone's just like, oh, I can judge on things. That's not funny. I've seen 14 of these clips now. I know what comedy is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that easy. So, whatever. I don't know what the fuck. You know how many times I haven't even had any clips up. I don't know about you. I think you have a decent amount up, but like I have some up. I got to put more. But like I've gotten where like, oh, this old joke. I was like, dude, and it's from somebody. I'm like, this old joke. I was like, that's to me, that's original. Like, I don't know anything about this. And then he had nothing to add. I was like, okay, dude, what's the joke that I'm not aware of? Never responded. I was like, what are you talking about?
People these days, they just talk because they have lips.
Yeah. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? Like they type just because they have thumbs. Yeah, they just want to have something to say. I think Chris Rock's special was great. Chris Rock is my all-time favorite comedian, by the way. So maybe I'm a little biased.
That's fair. That's fair.
Was it his best special? Hell no, because he's
Yeah,
got like
right.
2 or 3 bona fide classics.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Bigger and Blacker was fucking amazing.
Big and black.
Bring
Like,
Pain.
here's
So
the
good.
thing, like that's pissing me off with the Chris Rock thing. Like, there's people
You should have
saying,
punched
oh,
Will Smith. I agree.
yeah, he should have. Like he's corny, he's this, he's that. And some people saying he's never been funny, and I'm like,
No, that's
Bro.
you're right. Yeah.
he did Bigger and Blacker at the Apollo.
Yeah. This is
And murdered that
it's
shit.
getting ridiculous.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? So I don't get
No,
that
for sure.
stuff. I don't get that stuff at all.
Yeah,
It's
and
people
the-
just hating just
That's
to
like the
hate.
Dan
Yeah.
Cook hate, where I'm like, Dan Cook was the biggest comic on the planet at one point. Like,
He
stop
was,
saying like he
yeah.
wasn't. I
He
get
was.
it. It's like a thing now. It's like he's like the Nickelback of comedians almost.
Sure.
It's almost cool to hate him, right?
Yeah. But it's like he's
When-
still selling out arenas.
He was the fucking man at
Yeah.
one point.
Right.
Same thing with Dice Clay. Like, people want to say, "Oh, Dice, he was the #1 guy at one point."
He was the first arena touring comic,
Yeah, true.
Dice Clay.
Which
The
is
first-
crazy.
Which is crazy when you think. I know like Steve Martin was the first to do like arenas, I think, right? But Dice Clay was the first to tour arenas, which is insane. I mean,
Right.
it's the first comic to sell like
Yeah.
thousands and thousands and thousands of seats. To do that is crazy.
Especially with only like 5 jokes.
Exactly.
I like Dice Clay. I'm kidding, but you know what I mean. Like he was more persona than a lot. And again, which
Yeah.
just killed. Like he would come out on stage and people just liked it. They wanted to like him. They liked what he was talking about and doing. But I like Marlon Wayans. Like almost like I watch them in tandem. If you're a comedy person, I watched
did
Chris
too.
Rock and then I immediately watched Marlon Wayans. And no diss of Marlon Wayans, obviously, because physical comedy and stuff like that. But like out of all his stuff that I've watched, because again, comedy is like the only thing I'm probably passionate or nerd about. I think that was my favorite one. I don't know why, but it was just I had never seen him kind of. It was a continuous joke
It was
story.
It was a 1 hour joke.
It was, and I haven't seen him do something like that. And I was like, this is really funny. It may have been the gummies, but
Nah,
I loved it.
When he sat in the crowd and then ran back on stage,
Yeah.
I was fucking dying. That
Yeah,
shit
I didn't
was
really put a
hilarious.
special out, so I gotta check this out.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I've
called
been
God
Netflix?
Loves Me.
God Loves Me.
on HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's almost like a series. Like I'm serious when you get like a twofer. I'm telling you, watch Chris Rock. Well, you might have already seen it, but if you watch them back to back,
Rock thing, yeah.
okay, if you watch them back to back, it's kind of awesome because you have two different people experiencing two different things, and Wayans is almost kind of coming from not our view, obviously, but because
Would he tell the Oscar story from his point
he
of
told.
Yeah.
He told it, yes, and because of his
Oh.
unique situation and what he grew up in, and because of the access he had, he does a point of view
view? Oh, it's interesting.
from each of how he knows each person in the story.
Because he
and
knows all of them.
he knows
right,
all of
right,
them.
right. Oh shit.
He knows
that's
Jada,
interesting.
he knows Will,
Okay.
and he
That checks out.
I hope he gets the credit he deserves for being like, no. And I also don't even know how he worked on those fucking bits. Because it's one continuous, so he had to chop up like here's the Jada
Oh
part.
yeah, where's he doing time?
I mean,
I've never seen him like on the
wherever,
road.
yeah.
I've never been
He,
like.
he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He just comes out with a special.
Yeah, man.
I
It's
don't
crazy.
think he does any road work.
He's like Jay-Z of comedy. He's like, I don't write anything down.
Yeah, if I was being honest about it too, I would say earlier stuff with Wayans, it's like it was physical, and that's where a lot of the jokes would land and stuff like that. And sometimes I'd be like, is that like a hack? You kind of try to squirm into a physical thing. Sometimes maybe, but this one was like, I loved it. I was like, I'm here for all of this. I love all of this. It's a crazy thing, that thematic writing throughout the entire thing, and then the
'cause who
physicality
fuck
was
does
great.
A 1 hour joke, a 1 hour bit, but it was broken up into certain sections to where it's like it didn't feel like
No.
a 1 hour bit, but it
Cool.
was
All
a
right.
1 hour
I
bit.
gotta check this out.
Yeah, very fun. And again, for a dude who's 45, maybe in his 40s. I'm pretty sure he's in his 40s
Probably
at
older
least.
than that, dude.
Yeah, I think he might be 50.
He's in his
now.
The
50s.
physicality, yeah, I think he says
Sure.
he's 50. The knees on this guy,
Yeah,
he still gets up with the ability. I'm like, but Garrett and I were just watching and just being like, how's he doing that right now?
Hey, first of all, Brian can attest black does not crack, sir. And they're just,
I don't know, man.
I know,
I
we don't
still
know.
think-
I'm falling apart. I'm
50-year-old
dying.
knees, 50-year-old knees or 50-year-old knees. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
No,
I was impressed with the
to us.
know.
50-year-old knees. 50-year-old knees. We're like dog like years. It's like
Yeah,
50-year-old
I
knees to
know.
us are like 100-year-old knees.
We go.
You know what I'm saying?
My knees
Our
went
knee-
at
our-
30. My
we're
knees
just
were
bad.
done.
Dude, my neck every day pain.
You're done.
Oh my god! I tried.
I've seen Brian's J. It's fucking good.
Oh, thank you.
It's fucking
Thank
jump
you.
shot. It's nice.
We
Like,
did, we I was just in my league game on Sunday. We were down 24, came back and won it.
fuck. I have to
I
old
can't
man
even-
him.
I
Well, I'm like,
know.
I remember playing ball.
Yeah.
I've lost.
If
it. My
you
knees
told
are
me
done.
right now, like, yo, you want to go play a pick a football game?
No.
I'd say yes, but every part of me would be like, oh, I don't
That's
want
a
to.
very bad idea.
Yeah,
the
you're-
ego, and the ex-football, or the old football player, me be like, yeah, of course I could pick this up,
You're
and
gonna be
just,
so injured.
and I just,
You're gonna
but
be so injured.
You're gonna
No.
Tom Segura yourself.
100
It would be.
I would.
It would be. You would fall some way, break your leg and arm, and what?
dude,
yeah,
at
you
the
would fuck yourself
at the
up.
gym I go to, they have like 2 heavy bags where I do this exercise. So sometimes between sets, I'll just fucking hit the bag, and I was just kind of trying to work it the other day for I don't know a minute, and I was like, oh, my joints hurt. It's all my
Yeah, you're done.
everything I used to be able to do in a heavy bag or a fight setting
I
or
got
a
a
football
hoop,
setting.
man. I gotta hoop. My wife hates it,
Oh, I
but
miss it.
I got to hoop,
Jealous.
man.
I'm so jealous of that.
I'll be 40. I'll be 43 in October.
Crush.
I
More
got
jealous.
Yeah, I still got to play, man.
I know. I miss it. I definitely miss. I definitely miss running. It was fun.
Yeah, Neil
Uh,
tore like all of his knees and stuff when he played.
Yeah,
basketball
I mean,
last time. He tore
I
his
was
ACL
dumb.
or
I don't know why.
whatever the fuck he tore.
I would have traded. I know when people say like they don't regret anything. I definitely regret doing jujitsu that one time. I definitely do. Hey, I
That's a
want to
freak
learn
accident.
jujitsu.
It really is a freak
I know,
accident,
man. I
because
wanna
that really
learn
doesn't
jujitsu.
happen like ever.
I know.
It's like a very
I know.
rare.
Yeah, don't fucking tell me more about the freak accidents that I've had because I've had a ton of them. But it's again was balling up to that point, like playing twice a week, even sometimes. Like you know,
Dude, you
and
guys are
then,
playing a lot.
Yeah, I was playing a bunch. I
Yeah.
played with King Cobb or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know a couple of comics.
I
Sometimes
gotta
we get
play
together.
with King, man. King,
He's getting.
King, always showing his sneakers off too.
Yes, dude.
You know what I
Every
mean?
pound he loses, he gets quick. He's getting better.
Okay,
By the way,
And
every time
because he
you
was
told
good when
me
I played with him.
the group of comics you were playing with, I was like, you better be the best person there, because you were just giving me some people who were not in shape.
Sure. Keen's dangerous from outside, and he's the more weight he's losing, he's getting where it's like he's even said it. He's like now I'm arriving to where I'm about to shoot sooner. Like he's kind of like saying he's like no, physically I'm not used to getting to where I'm gonna
That's funny.
pull up
Ah,
as quickly as I'm used to. So now he's like moving better, and I'm like yeah, dude. Every time it's
I
great
just
to keep
envision
seeing
you
him
being
get better.
6'5" and in better shape than everybody you mentioned, just like from mid court, just dunking over people. that was
would
my
be very
envision.
nice. I wish I was getting. I was about to get back to dunking before the knee injury. I was like, yeah, we're working on legs again. I'm playing a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's get dunking back. And then jujitsu fucked my knee up, and I'm done. So yeah. I miss it. I definitely do miss it. I
Could
don't
you,
know what I'm
how
gonna
how
do.
high, as a tall man, and I'm jealous, how tall, how above the rim could you? Because as a 6 foot,
I was
athlete,
nothing
could barely
impressive.
sometimes touch the rim.
No, I guess you. Yeah, like I can still touch the rim now. I mean, if I can't just touch the rim with my knee, that would be embarrassing. But it's just the minimum. Just the minimum. Usually, if your wrist, if you can wrist touch, that's usually a sign that you're able to be able to
I
bounce.
would some.
I
And
don't
by the way,
have
this is like
hops in
every
that way.
few jumps, I would barely be able to graze it.
Aw, that's so cute, little 6 foot guy. Look at you. Aw. Basketball's not your sport anyway, dude.
No,
You should-
I'm
yeah, you
I'm
should
the
do it.
ultimate white trash white guy.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
basketball.
You just got to play football. Dude. That's
I just got to stick to football and fighting people. Yeah, that's it.
and fighting people.
yeah,
Yeah.
MMA and all
MMA.
that stuff.
MMA was my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Basketball
you.
I was bad, dude. I couldn't shoot. I just didn't defense. I would just play aggressively and probably foul.
You're
Yeah.
just a hack. You just
You're
out
an
here
enforcer
hacking
hacking
people,
it
huh?
up. Yeah,
That's all I could do.
Okay.
Because I've played like I would play safety because I played safety for football. So I was like, I'll just play like I've been playing safety for basketball. I'll just fucking hit people.
there you go.
It's no safety position in
No,
basketball.
I play like Bill Lambier. I'm just fucking coming
Ah,
down on people.
oh man.
Great, wonderful.
We're all kind of. I mean, Neil's kind of a sports guy, but Brian, you're a sports guy. Do you do you
Yeah.
ever watch like the Man in the Arena or Michael the Bulls documentary, the final,
Yeah, The Last Dance.
the
yeah,
Last Dance, or do you
yeah.
watch Jeter's the captain thing on?
No, I haven't yet. No.
Watch it. This is why I fucking love sports so much, and why I love like the best of the best guys, because they're all crazy. Like they're all crazy, and
Yeah.
I truly believe you have to be
You
to
have
be
to
that
be.
good. Like you can't be sane and just be the best.
Right.
Of the like you just
You
can't,
have
because
to
like
be.
here and Jeter's my again. I born raised Staten Islander. Jeter's my guy. Like I grew up. I was 10 years old when he was a rookie. Right. Like
Yeah.
I cried when he retired. As a full-blown adult, I cried during his last game at Yankee Stadium. Full-blown cried, like a baby, dude. Like 100% a baby. Full-blown cried.
I cried when Kobe retired.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Tears. Like
tears.
That man dropped 60 in his final game. I was boo-hooing, man.
My dad, who I've seen cry three times in my life, twice because his parents died. The other time is the last time Jeter stepped off Yankee Stadium field.
Wow.
That's all you graduate. That's all you do. So many things.
Yes.
Never cried.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, right? I knew, dude. It's so bad. The disrespect to our guest.
Home run,
You're
baby. Let's go.
You were mid-story.
Disrespect to our guest. Just
Let's
disgusting.
go.
For people at home, Adam has been secretly watching a baseball game that he is he's bet on. So I'm sorry for this.
But you know what though?
It's a real addiction. So
he already, you know what I mean, the disrespect is cool because y'all said I was top 3. So I'm
You are.
Cool.
That's true.
I'm good on it.
Yeah. No, I love you. It has nothing to do with you. This is real. We could have Patrice O'Neal sitting here. I'd still be watching this game.
Jerry Seinfeld studio.
It's irrelevant who you are.
Yeah, it's like
This
so.
is going
Yeah.
on no matter what. 100%. No, but like so the Derek Jeter thing, like watching the captain and the whole fucking documentary, like learning like he's also crazy. I was like, all right, respect. Because the whole thing with A-Rod, like he was Jeter's whole thing was he's like, the moment I feel like you disrespected me to a point I couldn't trust you, he was like, I'd be cool with you. He's like, we were done. He's like, I would just never really like fuck with you again. And I was like, oh, that's the common theme though of him, Jordan, and Brady. It's like all of them. It's like, once you cross me or like once you fuck with me, he's like, you're done. And not only are you done, I'm gonna fucking go after you to the most of my abilities, and I'm gonna take you down. Like this is like Jordan made up. I forgot who he said it to him, but one of the playoff games when he was like, "Oh yeah, this guy said something about me," and then like years later, he's like, "I made it up. I lied. I just needed motivation." I'm like, that's a legitimately psychopathic thing to do.
Yeah,
fucking nuts.
It's fucking nuts. But I love that shit, dude.
And then there was actually people who did say something to him, and he go twice as hard at them.
What did he say? The 4-5 ain't the old 2-3. And then he came back out with 23 the next day.
Yeah,
and
Nick Anderson said that to him. Nick Anderson said that shit to him.
He's like, bet, cool. I was like, dude, I fucking, because I'm such a fucking nerd for like sports and like hardcore sports like that, like hardcore passion for like just because I appreciate greatness like that. And like a lot of like I feel like people hate Jordan for that or hate Brady for that. I'm like, no, you guys just don't get it. You guys just don't get why they're that great. And that's
Kobe
why your
was like that too.
Yes, but he was 100%. Same dude. There's like only a handful of guys in all the sports, all the 4 major sports. I don't follow soccer, but all the 4 major sports that are just like have that level of like, no. I'm like, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be like a leader of a fucking gang somewhere, like being like like I'm just controlling shit because I'm so good at what I do. Like I'm just be the top of my game. But they're crazy.
At the very much, some kind of leader of an MLM or something.
Like
you know what I mean?
Like, because they're so.
Was Iverson? Did Iverson have a drive? I mean, I know
he was just like.
But I don't think
he was just like. He just didn't give a shit. I think obviously. He was more like I didn't give. He was a great player, but he was more like of a. I just didn't get. Like I wouldn't.
I didn't remember hearing
Iverson like an all-time great in basketball.
Yeah, no. Iverson.
Like I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would consider an all-time great in basketball. Like people have him on their top 10.
No,
not really, right? Like I'm not a big basketball guy. That's why I'm asking because you guys are big basketball people.
AI definitely in the top 50, top 75 class, but probably he's. I'll have him in my top 25, definitely.
Yeah,
he's in my top 25. Yeah. I mean, shit, we in Philly, so I'm pretty sure there's a ton of people that got him number one.
Right.
It's people that love as a cultural icon. That dude is at the top of the list.
Right. Dude, stepping over what's his face?
He's just the whole. He brought a whole brand, a whole new swag to the league. That's still being felt to this day.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing any stories about his bravado or ego. Prior, you Adam, I know you shit talked. You're definitely a shit talker.
I shit talked a lot.
Yeah, you shit talked a lot. Safety
I talked a lot of shit. Yeah, I shit
talked
a lot.
I've seen Brian play some clips and stuff of Brian playing. You don't shit talk, right?
I talk a ton of shit.
Oh, you talk a
Yes.
ton of shit.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't see it coming.
Yes.
I talk a ton
What's your
of
type
shit.
of shit talking?
Oh, you can't fuck with me. Like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
are you on the same floor as me? Why
Oh,
are you
yeah?
even here
Yeah,
today?
yeah. I love it.
Damn.
I
Oh,
love
Why
just
do you-
even. Oh.
Oh my god, it gets bad. I have cats one.
Ooh.
It's gotten so bad. It's people we've had brawls.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time I was playing, me and my best friend, we've been playing since middle school. So we're playing at LA Fitness in Turnersville, and we're kicking ass like all day. We used to pull whole work shifts in there, like
Damn.
8-9 hours of just hooping.
All the best basketball rec fight stories like we're at LA Fitness.
We're at
That's how
LA
it all
Fitness, right?
starts.
And we kicking this one dude ass. He gets so mad because he's not winning a game. And my guy was like, well, not only can we win basketball games, we can win fights too. So you ain't gonna do shit about it. Dude swung on my man. He dipped it. Boop boop. Two pieced him. And that's my best friend, so I'm gonna follow it up. Kurt Angle belly to back slammed his ass. We wind up beating this dude. Then everybody jumps in. It turns into a whole brawl. They shut the gym down. Shit was crazy.
Honey, I thought you went to go play basketball. What happened?
Yeah, right.
He comes in with a
fucking arm
steak
cast,
on his
yeah.
fucking eye.
Yo,
Oh
shit
man,
was
honey.
wild.
Good workout today. Good workout. Like
Shit
just
was
maybe
wild.
going
Yeah,
hard.
we talk a lot of shit.
I
bro.
never had that intensity. I mean, I never wanted. I mean, it's not like I wanted to win, but I never had that intensity. At a certain point, it just was like I wanted to be technically good. I was way too much like always in my head. I also was too tall too soon, so it's that whole thing. I've said this before. Like I didn't have a coach who like tried to develop me in the weird
is
time when I was
crazy.
credit. They didn't. It's just because they already had they had two tall guys. Technically like three, but it was in the hierarchy scale. It's like I'm the tallest kid technically.
You had football in your high school, right?
Sorry.
You had football. Sorry to cut you off. You had football in your high school,
I had
right?
football. Yeah, I had football in my high school, but I decided it was going to be a pain for the coach. The coach was very serious, and
Your
I
mom
was
decided she didn't want her little Neil to get hurt.
I mean, my mom, no, because you're not forgetting a institution of football in Hamilton. It's just like every institution for small town football. They're actually very much like, yeah, we're gonna beat that fucking public school, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
But it was just more the coach was serious. Coach Sacco to this day, very serious man. Short. He was a weightlifter. Before played football for the school that he is coaching.
Oh,
at.
yeah. Oh, so he really cares.
He was 5'2",
Peak to high school energy,
and just a block of a man. And he was very serious. And I just was worried about letting him down or being rejected because I was like, I'm not in a football body. I played 7th and 8th grade for what is essentially a lot of the kids who went on to play there. It was always like the St. Joe kids kind of went to this Pee Wee football or whatever the fuck, like that kind of thing. And they went there and I played with some of the guys that would go on to play. But I didn't feel like I got enough when I was younger. And my mom was not pumped about the head injury. She wasn't. She was like, she was not pumped about it. Yeah.
See Adam's eyes, he keeps cutting.
Oh yeah, always, dude. Yeah, look at his eyes just cutting back and forth. Dude. He can barely concentrate. Absolutely.
I'm
You're an
totally
addict. You're a fucking addict.
I hear everything.
Yeah, sure. But so I didn't join up. For
It's crazy to me because usually coaches in high school, especially football or basketball, will be like,
That's
give
what
me
I thought.
if they see a tall kid, they're like, do you play sports? And they're like, no. Like, you do now.
There was
that's every single high school I've been. Like my high school, every single both my football coach and the basketball coach would just scour the hallways for either kids who were fucking built like this, or just tall. And because that's obvious in high school, you could 100% build that into a fucking athlete to destroy other high. Because most of us were fucking 5'10" at the time, right? So you have a 6'4" kid. It's like, dude, just fucking throw the ball up high. Just fucking, and you're like,
Yeah. Just, I thought I was going to be used for something. I knew I wasn't technical, but you played in high school, I imagine. Yeah. And did you get? I mean, were you already good in high school, in terms of growth spurt, or where you were at? Were you already good?
No, I was okay. I wasn't. Okay. I got better in college.
Got better in college
because I was playing my natural position in college. I played basketball.
Okay. Would you play at college?
I played Isley Community.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah. What position did you play?
Shooting guard.
Huh.
Yeah.
No follow-ups?
And then,
Good job.
Sorry, I had a big weed smoke it out.
Yeah, you're all
I
delays.
was
I get
gonna
it.
say, sorry, shut up. But shooting guards are usually the second shortest on the court,
Shooting
I
guards?
guess, yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
usually point guard, shooting guard, and like in terms of shortest.
Yeah.
Okay, but isn't also shooting guard like a super fucking fast? But like you gotta be fucking quick because I'm not a basketball guy.
Brian Isley wasn't always
Yeah,
40.
I wasn't
No, I
always.
know. I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
though, is that your thing? Just like fucking quick to the gap, fucking shooting.
Nah,
like,
I could
to the
just
hole?
shoot my.
You just shooting? Okay, yeah.
I can shoot
Yeah.
the cover off the ball, man.
Yeah.
I can shoot the leather
Yeah.
off that thing.
Yeah, I've seen his fadeaway too. I was jealous about most of the stuff. Yeah, there's a couple clips where you're just like, Brian is silently just crushing. It's kind of upsetting. It's just kind of bad. You're just like, you see a quick move and then step back, and then you're just like, fuck.
Fucking John Montag said, "Man, I just can't stop watching your basketball videos." I don't know. I was like, "Whoa!"
All right, dude.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Easy. You trying to recruit me? dude?
John's jerking off to your basketball videos.
I know you play. I know you play at the LA Fitness, but if we can get you over to this Bally's, I think I've got a position for you.
Oh yeah, Matt Peoples and John Montag, the tall whites are trying to recruit you to their rec games.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Matt's tall. John's not.
That's not tall.
Matt's like 6'2".
No,
No?
not 6'2".
I feel like Matt's
Anyway, it
tall.
doesn't matter.
Sorry.
These are two short white dudes. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
fine.
well, then I
Well,
thought Matt was taller.
you're-
That's why I said it.
You're just sad because you're just 6. It's fine.
Shut up.
Listen, you're a big boy. You're a big boy. You're fine. You're a big boy. It's fine. I would worry about your weight. You need some muscles on you. We're working on that. You're
I'm
only
working out.
160.
I
It's
go
an
like
issue.
almost
I
every
know.
day.
It's gonna be fine, buddy. We're gonna get you to
I'm
do
gonna get
something.
ripped by summertime.
I know. Yeah, sure. So, but it's in terms of playing in high school, and I don't know if Adam gets this because you were. Wait, dude. Would you say you were good in high school?
I was
Like
very
you
good.
personally?
Yeah. Oh, like what I say? I was in
Personally.
high school.
Yes. Be real.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. No, I thought I
Don't
was.
be-
I thought I was one of the better players on the team. I thought I was one of
Okay.
the best players on the team.
For your position, like were there also other people jockeying for your position? Like in terms of
No.
because you were still running safety. No, you were the only
I
one.
was so like we had once I hit junior year we got a brand new coach and he hated me,
Okay.
but I was
Okay.
undeniably good, so he had to play me.
Okay.
But he had a rule where like if you were a senior, you have to start.
Okay.
So the senior in front of me also played safety.
Yeah.
Right? Now, so like what he would do is he would start him, but then I would technically like essentially like playing like I would play like strong safety or like nickel corner or
Okay.
something. So like I would also be like, oh, so
Yeah.
like
You're in the mix.
yeah, because he had but then but that was the only, and I still was on the field every play. I just wasn't
Okay.
technically
I got you.
on the books as a starting safety, but I still was like it was stupid. Like he would
Yeah,
even
yeah,
like he would even like make him drop down to like he was still, essentially I was still playing safety. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But I
gotcha.
wouldn't be on the depth chart as it was very annoying.
Right.
It bothered me. To this day,
Yeah.
it bothers me because I'm like I'm so much
Status-wise.
better than him.
Status-wise,
It's
I
crazy.
got you. So there was a
But
status thing there.
freshman, sophomore year, yeah, I was the clear start.
Okay.
And then senior year, it wasn't even fucking
Right,
close.
right.
I made the
I got you.
all-star team senior year, the
Gotcha.
Fugazi Bowl
Yeah.
of all Staten Island. I got recruited to play fucking D2,
Right,
and
right.
then the whole
That's how
thing
you
fell
got
through.
recruited. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So
Oh,
annoying.
wow.
Stupid fucking money.
Well,
fucking bullshit.
I know it's tough. It's,
Fucking
all right,
bullshit.
all right. It's years ago now, dude. You need to get over it.
Some stuff you just can't get over.
fucking
man.
Don't feed into him, dude. Don't feed into it, Brian. Please don't feed into that.
Dude, you know how bummer
God.
it is to be supposed to play D2 and then you play semi-pro in Jersey?
I could have been something. I could have been a contender.
It's such a bummer.
He about to
Dude, I
turn into
can't say I
Uncle
played college.
Rico.
Yeah, really.
That whole
I bet you I could
hold
throw a
that
football over the
bothers me.
mountains.
I should have won state.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know
Christ.
what? Actually, by the way, we should have won our
my
our
God.
Catholic high school title. We lost to our rivals
Kill me.
off some
This is
bullshit.
becoming a sad podcast. All I was question was, did you? I want to know if you had a coach that you felt like developed you, but I think you answered my question.
No,
Was
no,
there a
I
coach that-
did. I had a DB coach who was very
Right.
good, but my
Okay.
head coach was a dog shit human being. To this
Gotcha.
day, he sucks. My DB coach was fucking great, and my
I would-
defensive coordinator was fucking great. They were awesome, so
Okay.
they were cool. But my head coach sucked.
Okay, I would have killed for a coach to develop me in any way. But
Yeah,
was your
that's
high
like,
school
dude,
coach?
insane.
Did he? Yeah. Was it?
My
But you
high
got good
school
in
coach
college.
was
but-
ass.
Ass. Okay.
It's such a
Yeah,
bummer how many
my,
bad high school coaches there are.
My college coach is the one that developed me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah.
I never got told shit. no one ever pulled me aside
can't,
or
but they just
told
didn't
me
want to
drills
win, I guess,
to do.
because they could have utilized your, especially in football, dude. Especially football in high school. There's not too many. You were that tall in high school,
I
right?
know. Yeah, and I was chubby too. I think
You could have
football
played
probably
tackle.
would have way to go. Yeah, football. I mean, I loved lacrosse. I don't put it past it because by then I had shed the weight and turned it something into a muscle, and I was kind of stood out because the tall guys would be able to dominate because you can cover a lot of the field. If you can sprint, you can just cover a lot of field. I hated.
Right.
I didn't like soccer. Just the foot moves were
Because
not great.
also it's gay, but a good high school coach would
Alienating most of the fucking globe, but sure,
Most
cool.
of the globe.
Most of the globe.
Most
That's
of the
fine.
globe's gay. I also don't respect most of the globe, so it's gay. I stand by what
I'm
I
never
say.
going to be able to twerk. It's just,
stand by
it's
what I
not
say.
possible given your stances on shit. It kills me every time. But yeah,
But a
got
good
it.
high school coach would have taken you and your height, even at your weight, and be like, you're playing tackle or tight end.
Right.
And
Yeah.
easily would have been like, dude, run 7 yards, cut out, and just throw the
Right.
ball high to you,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
catch it.
Yeah.
So
Stop looking at the television.
I
swear to
wasn't.
Christ.
I was looking at Brian.
Yeah, no, don't put it on.
I was
me.
looking at Brian.
Yeah, I would. Also, you can answer something for us because obviously football and football, but basketball. Did you in high school hit the weight room at all? Did they have you hit the weight room? No. That is something I am still confused by. It seemed like it was very
You weren't
prejudicial.
forced
Where
to?
they didn't make you do any weightlifting or like you weren't able to do. Did you have a
Nah.
gym that the football players played at or anything? This is answering.
No.
Oh.
We did our own thing, man. Like
Okay.
they ain't make
So
us.
they have a
ain't
gym at
put
the
us on a
school.
weight. Yeah.
They did. It's still confounding. I don't
We had
understand it
mandatory lift days.
for football and basketball and whoever.
Oh,
right?
I don't know about basketball. I have no
Well, this
idea.
is
about
what I'm
sports.
saying. This
Just
is what I'm
football, for
talking about.
sure.
Football programs always got the money. And I just didn't understand schools that didn't double dip of like, hey,
Hockey
you
team
could
did. So
have
did
the
baseball team.
basketball people, baseball team could as well. Okay, you get it together on this pod, dude. You're
Coughing.
fucking all over. Stop smoking. I don't know what you Jesus Christ. But that's the thing I'm trying to figure out because in my school I didn't understand why we just didn't use the gym. Like we didn't use the weightlifting gym.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I have no idea. There was
Hey, we had
treadmills
a
in
sweet
there. You
gym.
could
And I
have-
think about it, every team
Nope.
actually lifted. Every team
Yeah.
was doing something. Yeah, every
I
team
didn't
had.
do
Even the
anything
wrestlers.
weight related
Yeah.
until I got to college.
Yeah, I
I didn't do
didn't
anything
understand
with
that.
weights at all.
It was just like, nah, football team we spend money on. You guys go. Like they were that's the main characters in Greece to use a
Yeah, no.
It was-
My high school had we built like a brand new like gym for that, like an extension of the gymnasium, and we built like a whole gym. And
Right.
it's like it was not at the time. It was like fucking like
no,
really cutting edge, shit in 2003 or whatever it was.
wrestling and football. That was it.
Everyone used it. Now I think about it,
Yeah.
like, yeah, we probably use it the most because it's obviously football's going to use it the most. But like,
Yeah.
wrestlers use the hockey guys were in there, baseball guys were in there, basketball guys were in there. The girls used it for their teams. Yeah, everyone was using it. Football used it the most for sure. But like,
Right.
that's going to be the case
Oh,
in
this
high
is-
school.
This is fun. How passionate were your parents coming to your games?
Oh, my parents loved it actually.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
They showed up. Your parents
Same
showed up.
here.
Same thing
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Got you. How passionate though? How crazy did they get crazy on the sidelines?
reserved.
Reserve. Your
Yeah.
parents
my
reserve.
dad. You know my dad. And my
Yeah,
mom.
he's stoic. Very stoic.
Yeah, yeah,
Got
yeah.
you. How about you? Like crazy?
my
My mom
dad,
was
nah.
nuts.
My mom
Crazy.
used to if a game was tight, she would leave.
Oh,
You
shit.
do that now with comedy. Like, when it's shitty, Brian will just walk out. We're talking about he'll be like, if a comic, especially a racial joke. This is what you're talking. I'm sorry to steal for the weekday comics, but like it was a live pod, and he did bring that up, and I forgot that Brian will do that. If a racial joke doesn't go well in the room from a new comic or something, he'll just leave.
Yeah,
He'll just leave and be like, no, and
Yeah.
just walk out.
That's
Just
fair.
respectable. But your mom would just bounce.
Yeah, she would leave. It's like
I love that.
tell me the score.
Yeah. Just throw up her hands. Nope. I'm
I'm out.
done. I
I'm
can't
out,
take the
yeah.
tension. My mom would be hysterical.
Ravenous.
Just
Would she yell at the refs
yelling,
and shit?
yelling. I mean, dude.
Did
it
you ever
made
get
me
warned
miss-
to get? Did you ever get the warnings? Like, man, we'll throw you out, or like we'll give your team we'll foul. Like there's leagues
As soon as the
where
ref
they'll
looked
penalize
over-
the team over
Yes.
fans.
Yes,
Yeah.
this was before I think they did anything like that. The refs would definitely look over like, yo, you
Get
gotta
the fuck together.
yo. They'd be like, yo, chill out like that. And she'd
Who's
be
the
like,
crazy
"All right,
lady?"
I'll back off. She would be hysterical anytime. It's like, block him, like just yelling at
Why
the
is that
I'm like,
crazy
"Mom, this
lady
is-"
yelling at that chubby kid?
Yeah. She made me miss a goal in soccer once. She made me. I was on a break. A chubby, tall Neil was like on a break playing midfield, which I never did.
Like
'cause
a
I was-
baby giraffe running down the field for the
I was
first
too-
time.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
like,
whole limbs.
just
Trying to
dude, I was
figure
so
it
I was so heavy. Like, oh god, kick the ball ahead.
He's thinking,
oh,
just
God.
don't trip.
Like just Yeah,
Just don't
dude,
trip.
no joke. But then I had no footwork, and also soccer was not I played to lose weight, to be honest with you. That's what chubby kids got. That was the thing that we got.
That's really
was
smart.
like basketball was like the thing.
Yeah.
My mom would take me alone to a basketball court near our house to play. She was basically the only person that helped me with anything. She played in high school, but like, she would just be like,
I want to believe your mom was just fucking rejecting you and being like, you fucking shit, bitch.
Yes. She was in the paint hard, dude. She would check. She'd
Yeah,
swing
fucking
elbows.
doing European layups on you. Just fucking
Yeah. She was
hook
brutal.
shots.
She was brutal.
Fucking backing you up in the fucking paint and elbowing
You got to bring it. Push back on me now. Come on. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to do this. Please, no.
You're like, please jostled.
Please, Mom. I'm not. I don't think I'm ready for this. And also, come on, Mom. You can't. I can't be backing you down. What if I touch a boob? I don't want to be a part of this. You know what I mean? What if something terrible happens?
She mushes you.
Yeah. For soccer, it was definitely something that would help me lose weight. So it was course what I played. And I played when I was younger too, as you do, like youth, little, young kid soccer or whatever. And I would play most years or whatever, just as like a spring thing or whatever. And one time, this was in high school when I played, freshman year, the only time I played in high school. Dude, I'm on a fast break. It's never happened before.
Oh, this is high school?
Yes, freshman year in high school. I was like,
oh,
I
more
played
embarrassing.
Soccer. No, 100%. My mom is going berserk. Like, she sees me on a break, and I feel like everybody that is watching the break, me moving so slowly. I imagine, like, I'm sprinting, but everyone else is like, is he jogging? I don't know what's happening because I was chubby.
People are like, run. You're like, I am.
Yes, I am moving the quickest I can. But because soccer was never really my sport, I really didn't develop the move. So I'm just doing I'm just kicking the ball ahead and then running towards it and then trying to manage my footwork. And I know I have to
your
stop,
slow,
dude.
small kicks
Please.
just to get the ball in front of you. Because you're not doing it gracefully. There's no way you're like gliding with the ball. You're just kicking it a few yards and chasing it.
I got titty sweat in
You're
between.
100% just chasing the ball after you kick it a few yards.
Yes.
I know it.
It's the fast break that happens when an actual person that can sprint does it, where they can kick it way far ahead.
Right.
That's what I'm doing just to get the dribbling correctly. I can't really get it. The touch is right. And my mother,
the other team is confident. They're like, I don't think he's gonna get it.
Oh, I realize now, like, I felt like other people were like, he's gonna mess up. Like, I felt like he's not gonna. Guys, don't worry, just slow down. It's fine.
The coach is like, guys, don't tear anything.
Oh,
We're fine. We're fine.
Actually,
We're
everybody just back up.
He pulls the goalie. He's like, you could just.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think the goalie was smoking. I think he did a smoke break. It was nice.
Hearing that Neil was fat is hilarious.
I know. No one believes me. It's a bummer. It's a bummer that also I don't even get any props for it. That's the sucky part. I was like, no, I can't even see it. I'm like, a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work and
like,
shame.
Shut up, fatty.
Yeah. I'd be like, thank you. I appreciate that. That's what I was called most of my life. But the problem that got me was, so I'm setting the ball up to be kicked and I'm not great, dude. And I tell you that I kicked it ahead. The footwork is meant to be, like you take your non-kicking foot and line it up alongside or like a little, ahead. My footwork sucked. And all I hear is I'm trying to concentrate on that is my mother like, kick it, like just, and no joke, I can see her on the peripheral of my fucking vision running down the side. We're in high school. I'm not 8 years old and a girl running like, this is insane. She's the only parent doing this. I just was like, what? Like I did take a break. I was like, what is that? And then my footwork just like clank, towed the fucking ball clear, like not even near the goal, dude. No one is around me. It's only me left to this
you and your mom's the closest opponent to you.
No joke. Like it was, yeah, absolutely. She was behind me when the play stopped. She was behind me. She's like, it's all right. We'll get him next time. But like, I never,
she's the one who blocked your shot. She's like, yeah.
I have never went, and people on the sideline saw me do this, tank the ball and just look over to the side and go like, Mom, what are you doing? Like, just, I don't know why.
Here's an important question. Was
I'm
that
not
goal
a winner in that one.
Like contingent on winning the game or not?
No, I mean, God, no, not even a little, dude. Yeah, that would be
final score.
Yeah,
the final score was Neil sucks and the other team won. No, I can't remember. They had studs. This was we were probably already up by then because there's no way I was not. There was kids who had played soccer their whole lives, and then I wanted to be goalie. That was the only thing I was actually good at was goalie. And unfortunately, they had a stud already. So I'm a freshman. He's a senior. Like he's playing every game, dude. There's no
for sure,
fucking way. But anyway, I know we got to do, but dude, I still remember to this day, my mom just like the screech, dude,
so
it's burned into my brain. The screech, like just, I'm like, look over, Mom, chill the fuck out. Let me, I mean, I failed. And it's man,
it's so hard in high school to like tune shit out like that because like you're a kid.
I can't kick a ball to this day.
Right.
To this day, that's all I hear. It was akin to the screech that happened in that movie where the aliens, if you looked at them, you died. Whatever, Ladybird or Bird Box or whatever the fuck. Like it was, on level with that screech. I'm like, like it was that level, and it's burned into my brain. Basketball, she would still be that animated, but like when other people were around, she would like tone it down because no one else was screaming that way. But it was a little bit.
Yeah, no, my parents were just like, like normal, like shit. You're just like,
everyone in my family, absolute maniacs on the side.
But you do know my dad. So like, it was funny because my dad, like, again, is like he's not like a loud fucking guy or anything like that. So he would, if I like fucked up and like it was like a bad fuck up or something like that, I would just find him in the stands. He'd just be like.
Just giving you the eyes, dude.
That's my dad.
Like
that's your dad. Oh,
like he's like that was trash. Like without saying it, and I was like, I know.
Mess up. And you look over, my dad would be like,
yeah. My dad would be like, I don't even know who that is. That kid sucks. You should get him out.
I think we both know there's no ice cream after this.
Yeah, like isn't your son the starting safety? Like, nope, my son actually died 7 years ago. I just come here to watch games still.
This is one of his favorite things.
Yeah,
this is one of his favorite things.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty real. Damn. All right, we got to do plugs. We got to do plugs and get out of here. So that'll be the end. But Brian, where you're at, where they can find.
Oh, is your echo shit on?
It should be. I can hear you.
I'm at the VFW in Sicklerville, New Jersey on Saturday with Denny Live. Also got a book coming out in June called Jet Black, so check that out. And you can follow me at the Brian Isley on Instagram. You can search me on Facebook, Brian Isley, and I'm on Twitter at Brian Isley Live.
Yeah, nice. We'll get all that stuff in the description. Go in the description now and check out all Brian's shit. Nice. Adam Nutter, what do you got coming up? You're going to be in Colorado, buddy.
I am going to be. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm back from Colorado now.
Yeah, gotcha. That's right. You're back.
I'm back. It was great. I made it. Yeah. Colorado was fun. So coming out this weekend then, April 6th, to the Delaware LP convention at the Blackbird Community Center. Coming out to the show. It's fun. You don't have to go to the whole convention. You just come to the show. I think it's 7 o'clock start or 8 o'clock, 7 or 8 o'clock start, probably 8 o'clock start. So coming out for that. May 13th, I'll be down in the Georgia LP convention. It's like an hour from, it's in Perry, Georgia. It's an hour from Atlanta. And again, you just come to the show. It's just me and some older, brand new comic opening for me down there. So come on out. Let's support that show, please. May 3rd, Punchline Philly. That's gonna be fun. And then again, a bunch of stuff for drops and stuff that Neil will mention. And other stuff. Oh, April 22nd, I'll be up in Bethlehem, PA. So that's gonna be fun coming out to that. And other stuff in between, again, that Neil will mention. I am sure of it. Oh, come on, listen. I'm sorry. Shit. Right. Porcupine. Go to the Porcupine, youtube.com/Adam Nutter for the Porcupine stand-up stuff, all that shit. I just did a bunch of great episodes, so coming out. Support that, please, and thank you for everybody who does already. And again, follow me, Adam Nutter, on everything. All right, done. Neil, go.
We gotta get your plugs better, but it's good plugs, bud. Good job. I'm gonna be not my mom and be supportive of you, dude. Yeah, check out IamNeilWood.com. Go there for all the dates and details. When you go there, you will check out some shows we have coming up on Drop 10 too. So if you're going for shows that you want to check me out on, great. You'll find all the shows I'm on, but I also put up the Drop 10 shows because usually I'm hanging out at those anyway and helping out. So you can check out this, every second and fourth Friday at Myers Brewing Company, right here in Philadelphia, right in Fishtown. We're definitely going to see if we can scoop Brian Isley on one of those soon, maybe April if you're fucking available. Yeah. Okay, cool. So check that out. Tickets are only $12, and we got Lou's Kitchen right out front for food truck. It's a good old time. Some sweet beers over at Myers Brewing Company. Come on out. Ashland Distillery this Sunday. the 26th if you're hearing this, but we're going to be at Sundays at Ashland Distillery right now. So check out those tickets. That's a great show, and we're going to keep it moving along. And then Wissahickon Brewing Company, April 21st. Come out to that one. That's always a biggie. We're trying to pack that thing out, try to get 120 people in that thing. So the tickets go quick, though. I think the last time it damn near sold out within like 3 weeks. So get your tickets now. You can get them for only $13 at drop10.com, or you can get them for full price later on, but we're running that deal right now. So get those tickets now if you're in Philadelphia area. Wissahickon Brewing Company, it's on the outskirts of Philly. You can't miss it. It's not far. All right. Yeah, of course. Other than that, again, IamNeilWood.com. Check out all that shit. Check out me on YouTube and everything else. Adam is having some difficulties. I think he doesn't realize that we can hear him. I think he's freaking the fuck out right now. Check out everything Drop 10 has to offer. He is losing his shit. Drop10.com. Go there for all the dates and details, for show details. Subscribe to the newsletter. You'll get some sweet deals. We give some deals on tickets to shows, and of course deals on tickets to merch as well. You can check out Cult of Us and our store on drop10.com, and you can check out, buy a shirt, buy a hat, different colors, different patterns, whatever you want to do. It always helps us out. We appreciate it. And check that out. And then go to patreon.com/cult of us, because if you want to get some of those sweet deals, you can get a great deal over there at patreon.com for $5. Get a shirt. You're going to get a shirt for joining the Patreon. You're going to get a ton of extra content. We do the gauntlet where we just look at crazy videos and we do crazy would you rathers and see if you can make it through. Every week we got some movie watches. We've got MMA fight watches. And again, you get a shirt when you join up. So we'll get your t-shirt size there. I think Adam's dying or has lost all his money. So that's fun. We are now poor, which is awesome. But yeah, check us out at patreon.com/cult of us. And then, of course, subscribe to us on Odyssey, YouTube, Apple, all that stuff. Give us a little love. We appreciate it. We're growing, and it's all in part to you. So we appreciate it.
Yo, you good?
Yeah, Adam, that's plugs. So you, everything, I'm guessing you lost money.
This is my problem with the World Baseball Classic. Okay, this is my problem with the World Baseball Classic is fucking Aaron Judge, you piece of shit. Why aren't you playing in this? Like, this is crazy that these fucking American players I want to focus on the World Series. Stop being a bitch and play for your fucking country. And we should have the better play. We should have the best players in the fucking whole thing. This is insane. All the other countries grab everybody they have. This is insane. This is insane. They wouldn't let the White Sox let Lance Lynn shut up. The White Sox wouldn't let Lance Lynn fucking pitch because they're like, no, it's too close to the season now. Even though he pitched already in the first two fucking games of the World Baseball Classic, no, you can't pitch in the fine. This is the championship game.
It is strange. I don't know if Brian, it is kind of crazy because we call it the World Series. If you win the NBA finals and stuff like that, we tend to think we're part of the world, but yet it seems like, and I've heard this as well during some of the international games, America wasn't showing up or didn't seemingly care as much. And I don't know why. I don't know if you have an opinion on that, but Adam's losing his shit. And Brian's just like, dude, you got to get it together. That addiction is real. Dude.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
It's honestly, it's not even about the money. It's about the whole, it's a little bit about it's a lot of it about the fact that they don't play right. You want them to play the old. It wants it to be like, hey, this is everyone America has. That's great. Yeah, they are great. Like Mike Trout's on the team. He's great. He's one of the best players in baseball.
Millville, New Jersey. What's up?
I get it, but yeah, it's right. Yeah, he's a big Eagles fan. But why Aaron Judge hit 65 fucking home runs last year? Where are you? And he's like, I want to focus on, and I'm a Yankee fan.
Money.
And he's like, I want to focus on the World Series.
I'm just money, dude.
I want you.
I know, but he doesn't care. There's no money.
Japanese
How much
people
getting paid? You know what I mean? They're probably not getting paid as much. He doesn't want to jeopardize his thing. It just comes down to money. I wish it wasn't. I feel you, because that would be more interesting.
You know what? I still think they're getting paid their contracts. I don't think this matters. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they don't not get paid.
Well, then it just comes down to strategy, right? It just comes down to
some teams. Some teams straight up wouldn't let players play,
right?
Which they're very annoying, and I hate those teams. In fact, those teams sound like commie. I think they're communists. All those teams are commie, and they don't want America to win. That's what I think. Yeah. I think every team is a communist who did that, and I think every player who refused is took money on commie stuff, and that's what I think.
Nice.
That's my theory. That's what I think.
So, no, yeah,
Not
solid.
Patriots. That's what I tell you. Not goddamn Americans. Americans
Yeah,
show
yeah.
up for baseball. It's
Are
our
you
fucking
doing?
sport.
Is this the porcupine but sports corner? What are you doing?
Yeah, a
over
little
there?
bit.
You're dying.
A little bit. This is right,
I'm
though. This is crazy.
happy you lost the money, to be honest, and I'm happy that they're. It fills me with joy. I'm actually, you know what? Go
Yeah,
Japan.
the money hurt.
Go Japan. You wanted it more. You were playing more, and you just
It's bullshit. They have
crushing.
Shohei Ohtani. The guy's a two-way player. That's the first time since like 1907. What the fuck?
Yeah,
You're throwing 100.
But you know we're recording, right?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, Brian, it was
yeah, he can't. He doesn't care at all.
pleasure.
so mad.
He
It
lost
was-
his
yeah,
shit.
it's- if you could only focus on comedy, it would be the passion that you would have for it would just be it would just make you sensational. But it's a shame.
Why does Japan care more?
Jesus Christ. It's you know what the funny part in this is? Japan is Brian Isley in this equation. He gets a high from comedy and comedy alone. He's addicted to
Yeah.
just the work ethic towards baseball and towards comedy in this comparison. You are America in this instance. You're like, whatever, show up. I don't know.
That
We'll
was
see what the
great.
fuck
That
happens.
was great. Man.
I'll
That was
take
a great job.
By the way, taking silver to show up isn't bad. Just showing up and getting silver is not bad.
And now he's on the American side of the team. You are a flip flopper, sir. All over the place. All right. Well, Brian, thank you so much for doing the Cult of Us. I
Yeah,
appreciate it, man. It's been
Thank you.
awesome having you. Check out everything he has
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Get all his shit. Adam, it's always a pleasure, buddy. I feel good that you lost money. I feel great, actually. If anything, I think I'm leaving this podcast feeling better. So that's awesome.
Nah, you gotta check on Adam after the show. Man.
Nah.
Yo, keep
You let him rock
Make sure
out, dude.
he's good.
He needs a
man.
sad cry and like a giant joint and just needs to calm the fuck down. I think he needs to do it.
Definitely
Oh,
gotta calm
for
the fuck down.
people at home, he's just got his head down. It's just
I lost $400.
good. I'm glad. You need to learn your lesson. Put that forward every time you want to bet on something. Put it into drop 10. Just give us money every time you don't bet on something and it's as a reward. You should give it to drop 10. That's what you should do.
That's bullshit. It's
Oh God. Anyway, if you want to make money off of Adam, get at him at Adam Nutter. Just bet on some dumb shit,
Bet on
and
some
you
dumb
will
shit.
definitely win money. And you'll know he is aggravated at the fact that he lost. This has been another day in the cult. Again, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.